Hello friends, welcome to Onyx Effect. Let's see what gold is doing today. Let's have a top-down analysis where I think in a daily candle, gold is still bullish. It has not broken any low. So I believe gold is still bullish. However, the way we trade does not affect whether the gold is bullish or not. However, we will see what gold wants to do in this New York session and pre-New York session. As we are an intraday trader, we are only concerned about 15-minute time frame and below. So on a 15-minute time frame, there is a nice retracement and a pullback till 3293. So this zone is also a extremely demand zone. So that's why I think there is some reaction shown over here. But however, we are only concerned about the today's intra session liquidity. What we will focus on is the today's supply and demand zone. So as you can see, this is the overall higher time frame demand zone. You can see in a 4-hour time frame, this wick has induced all the liquidity, and then now it has given a push up till 3498, and now the price has retraced from 3292, and I think it has closed above this resistance zone. So we will wait for the New York session, and our game plan for today will be considered as per the 15 minutes and lower time frame. So on a 4-hour time frame, the gold is still bullish. On 1-hour time frame, it was bearish from the morning yesterday's session till today's session. So now still it has taken a fresh bounce from the demand zone. We have one decisional 1-hour candle. This is the decisional 1-hour candle from where this is the decisional candle for the supply zone. So as we can see in the morning session and the London session, candle has taken, the price has taken a resistance and reversed from this zone. So this is a strong 1-hour decisional candle which broke this low. So later on I will upload a lot of videos which will explain the key terminologies like decisional candle, supply zone, demand zone, intra-session liquidity, and higher time frame demand and supply zone. I'll explain it in later on videos. Or as far as the live session is concerned, now we have to go through the flow. So along with the flow, we can see that this is the decisional candle which led to the break of this structure. So however, it has directly led into a demand zone and the price has taken a reversal. However, this price has not swept the liquidity of this decisional candle. So we have two supply zones in 1-hour time frame. One is the immediate supply zone which have in the immediate vicinity of the price, and second one is the extreme supply zone of this today's trading day. So when we move on to the 30-minute candle, the decisional candle, the demand zone, we can again reframe as this one, which has not violated this demand zone, and now the intra-session decisional candle, it has also not broken, and the price has been reversed. And however, still the price has made a low and a higher high, and as far as this push is concerned, it is still under the bearish pressure. So our favorite time frame, 15 minutes time frame, what we can see is we have a decisional candle at this point. And also there is a decisional zone at this point. So now we will wait for the price to either break above or give some reaction in this zone. So in a 5-minute time frame, if we drop it down, you can see very clearly that this candle led to the break of this structure, right? And you can see that exactly this decisional candle has become a great supply for this price action. So now in this price action, the price is unable to break this decisional candle, which is acting as an immediate supply zone. So here we have to wait. Here we have to wait for the price either to break down below this demand zone or to give some bullish reaction from this demand zone, or to break this supply zone, or to give some bearish reaction in this supply zone. Now, how we will confirm it? So, we will confirm the trend of the day of this session, New York session, with certain confirmations. For example, if this price breaks, comes to the supply zone and gives us some reaction like this, and on the break of this line we will enter. So now it has confirmed that from this supply zone it has swept the liquidity of these highs. However, respecting this supply zone, it has given a break of structure. So now the trend has become bearish in a lower time frame, and then we will enter in this candle with keeping the stop loss above this zone and then target till this demand zone. Or else, the another scenario which is possible is this candle gives us a reaction, breaks this supply zone, however takes a resistance from this order block, gives us some reaction, then sweeps this low, and then when it starts breaking this high, we will enter. This is one of the possible scenario which is expected, which may be expected from this. However, in a 15-minute time frame, when we plot the highs and lows, candle is still, the trend is still bearish. So this is the high, this is the previous low, this is the higher high, this is the higher low, this is the next higher high, this is now has become change of trend, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and lower low. Now the price is hovering around this. So what we can understand from this is we have a dealing range. The dealing range is now between this low to this high. So this is today's dealing range. If the price breaks this demand zone, we can expect the price to give a reaction again back to the demand zone, and now this demand zone will become a supply zone, and then subsequently price can go below, or else it can sweep the liquidity of this demand zone, come back above this demand zone, then again take a bounce from this demand zone, and can again go on to break this previous high. So these are the scenarios which is with us. Now what we will see is, we will see in a 1-minute candle what exactly is happening. The day has begun from a bullish push. Again, the liquidity sweep was there, and again the price has swept the liquidity of these two equal highs and also this previous high. Now what price has done? Price has taken a bounce and then swept the liquidity of this low and then raised higher. So during the Asian session, price has trended bullish, and during the London session, the price has trended bearish. Now, as far as our point of concern, this was the bullish push. This inducement candle, it was directly inside this decisional candle, has led the breakout of this push. So now price has come lower, failed to make a higher high, and then broke this low. So as soon as it broke this low, it gives us a entry type 1, which is in a 1 minute time frame. This is the decisional candle which led to the break of this structure. So now what we will do is we will place an order for sell and see how beautiful it has respected, and I think it must have been given us a full 1:10 or 1:20. See, this trade could have been a 1:20 trade. However, this is the entry type 1, which has one higher push, one low, failed to make the higher high, and it breaks down and makes a lower low. So this is one type of entry model, which subsequently we will come to see during the subsequent live session. So what we are expecting right now is the price is still bearish. This is the 15-minute supply zone, as we can see in the 15 minutes time frame. This is the 15-minute immediate supply zone. This is the extreme supply zone, which is conditional, which led to the break of this structure. So this is one of the supply zone. What we can expect is price will go down, create a bullish angle, comes up to this supply zone, and then make a further go to make a lower low. Or there is an alternative to this. The price can break through this, take a resistance, and then go further to make a new lower low. So these all are the possibilities. Now let's see what price does over here. have a look in Euro USD. Minutes candle shows us that it has taken the liquidity and taken a reversal and is now broken the structure. Now we may consider it as a bullish. However, there is a beautiful trend line which is being formed here. We have to wait for this liquidity to be swept below this so-called double bottom, because we know double bottom, triple bottom, dark pattern, these all things are there to generate liquidity. So we'll wait for this liquidities to be swept and then we'll try to enter. Price has broken this decisional candle, a strong supply zone, so therefore we'll consider it as a bullish, but the entry will be only possible after sweeping all this liquidity. The New York session has started. Now it will have a manipulation. When we see the exact structure on a 5 minutes time frame, we can see that it is making a bullish structure. This is the lowest low, this is the high, this is the low, this is the high, and this is the low. Now we are somewhere in between. Let's see whether it sweeps the liquidity of this low and goes back up to break this high to make a next higher high, or it breaks this low, gives us some reaction, and then continue breaking, making a new lower low. Before carrying out any decision or before carrying out any execution of trade, we will wait for the liquidity to be swept. The price always does this. It first takes out the liquidity, and that inducement or liquidity sweep fuels the price to go higher or to go lower. So we will wait for the liquidity sweep on either side, or either the buy side or the sell side. This liquidity sweep of this decisional candle failed to make a lower low. So therefore it confirms that this is the breakout structure and the buyers are still in control. So to confirm it, we will wait for the New York candle to make a decision. Either it has to go up or it has to go down. We also have one decisional candle, which we may refer to as a demand candle, intermediary demand. So this demand zone, we'll see how price reacts over here, if at all it comes here, which we believe that this is the liquidity below this, and we will expect the price to sweep this liquidity. So here we have liquidity on the buy side, both the liquidities on the buy side. Price may come, sweep this, and then raise higher. So presently we will wait for the liquidity sweep on the lower side. in gold, presently the price is entering our demand zone. Okay, we have this buy side liquidity. Which is already taken out by this move. Now if price gives us a confirmation in a lower time frame, that is 1 minute time frame, we will try to enter the trade. As of now, there is no trade. This is the decisional candle which led to the break of this trend line. So we will wait for the price to break above this. And then we will try to enter. I believe price has made one smart money trap over here. So price may give some reaction over here, and then it should go further low to take out these liquidity and enter in our intermediary demand zone, and then give a bullish push. This intermediary demand zone will hold or not will depend upon the price movement of New York session. As we can see, the price has given a nice bullish reaction from this demand zone after taking out this liquidity. If it also breaks this decisional candle, then definitely we'll look for a buy. And the criteria for a good move or a buy side move or a sell side move is it leaves a lot of liquidity behind it. So this is the it leaves a lot of fair value gap. So if in case this is also one of the good examples, like if you see in a 5 minutes time frame, yeah, this is still valid. This is still valid for a buy, and if some aggressive traders want to take a buy, they can take from the start of the fair value gap. The stop loss may be at this point, and the take profit may be in this, which will give at least 1:3.5 RR. This is one of the good trade, which definitely any aggressive trader can take. However, I am a very conservative trader. I'll only take post my confirmation, and there are confirmation criteria for me. So I will not take this trade because this has not given me any confirmation. The first confirmation is the closure of 30 minutes opening candle of New York session. So it is still ongoing. It may at any point of time can betray you and go against you. in Euro USD, candle has formed a beautiful liquidity on the buy side, another liquidity. It is equal lows. So we'll wait for this buy side liquidity along with this smart money trap and this buy side liquidity to be taken out in Euro USD. The fair value gap in gold is now closed. We can expect the next movement of the price, which can lead to the next higher high. Remember guys, I have not taken this trade. It is just an example that we can enter in this trade. This candle has broken this high and the liquidity of the trend line, this trend line, recently formed trend line is broken, is taken out. However, it fails to push lower low, so we can expect the price to go above this high. If it does, then this is a very good trade to be taken. Those aggressive traders who have taken this trade might have ended up in king of SL. We have to wait what this New York session has to offer us. We have to see. So in a 30 minutes candle, what we can see is still lower low formation. So as far as the 30-minute candle is bearish, we cannot enter into a buy. However, this demand zone is still holding. However, the decisional candle of 30-minute zone, this is the decisional candle because it has led to the break of structure. The price is extremely bearish right now in a 30-minute time frame. However, in a 4-hour time frame, the low is still holding. So we cannot enter into a sell at this point also. So we have to wait for the price to give us an opportunity to enter a trade. Guys, trading is full of patience and executing a strategy which is already proven and tested. This zone is still holding. There is no liquidity sweep on the lower side, so we will not take any trade. This has given a fake reaction over here, breaking this high, enticing people to buy on this candle, and now it has taken this candle also. So if now the price breaks above this candle, we can look for a buy opportunity. The concept behind this is all small reaction, sweep of liquidity of this low, break of this high, and then go further low. Now if this high is again broken, then we can try to enter on the extreme candle, and then we can anticipate the price to continue higher. This is the overall concept of buying over here. Okay, the buy side liquidity in Eurusd is already been swept. Now I believe it will come and show some reaction in this zone, and then it will try to trend higher. However, it will have to take out this March money zone so that we can have our entry for a buy. Now in Euro USD we have a very good opportunity. We can have a sell order over here and we can try to catch up. We can keep a stop loss above this candle and we try to take this advantage of trap trading. So as far as the smart money is concerned, the fair value gap is also included in the smart money. So the smart money zone is this one. So I believe this is a trap for the smart money. Now, so what we will do is we will try to take the advantage of this. I have executed a trade over here considering this zone and still the validity of the smart money. So I have a risk to reward ratio of 1:5. Let's see how it works out. Now, as soon as the price breaks this low, I'll go for a break even trade. And if this 1 minute candle closes above this break even, I'll take out my partial. That is almost 50 to 50%. And if this trade works out, then definitely I'm going to close my trading for today. And if further in gold I get some opportunity, I don't think any soon I'll get. So I'll just hold on to this opportunity of Euro USD. The reason for taking this trade is see what we saw here. There has been an inducement here, which has small inducement which has put price lower, which has taken out all this liquidity. So what it defines is sellers have come in control. Again, the price has induced in this area and then made a buy side liquidity where people will enter. Those people who trade trend lines will enter. Again, at this point, the price has broken this liquidity, buy side liquidity. So based on the control, that is sellers in control, we can make this as a decisional candle, and we have entered this zone. So now we are in a sell area, sell zone. We are in sell, and currently we have taken out 1:2.2. Those who want to close the trade, they can close the trade in this break even zone, and or I will hold this trade till this smart money zone is taken out, which I am sure will be taken out. There are two things which will make you a successful trader, which has made me a successful trader. One is believing my own process, which I have backtested. Second one is having patience and risk management. So actually there are only three things: patience, testing your own process, and the third one is risk management, which will definitely make you a successful trader. I have backtested for at least 6 months, which has given me this edge. So this is the edge. Now I'm making my trade break even. Now if the price comes back and closes above after breaking this, it is a very slight break. So if my price breaks this zone, and see how sharply it has fallen. This is what is called, guys, trading. Now it will take out this liquidity of smart zone, and I believe has hit my TP. No, it is left with few pips. Definitely it will come and it will take out this buy side liquidity also, most probably. Yes, now I have closed my full trade, and see how sharply it has fallen. This is what is the power of trap trading. Okay guys, I'm done. I have closed my full trades over here. So the trade I was there is now closed. This is the execution of the full trade. Actual execution was somewhere here. In my account, and now let's see if we get any opportunity in gold also. Okay, now this has broken this zone also, so we are making a very wonderful opportunity here also for a sell. Now this low was broken by this candle. So this candle is a decisional candle right now for us. So as I am in a 6% profit right now, so I will try to enter here with a 1% of risk. So I'll enter this zone. Now I'm not expecting price to fall. So I'll keep my stop loss. I will keep my target till this zone. Let's see if we are getting tapped in or not. We are not tapped in yet. This is still a pending order. We have entered, we have placed this order. Now why we are not going to execute is there is a 30-minute quote available at this point, and the price has exactly taken a support from that point. So now, and also this 30-minute candle does not have a top wick. What we believe is this is a reversal. This may occur as a reversal and it can hit our SL after executing the trade. So what my idea now will be, I will wait for the price to give me a rejection over here or this on my zone. So now I'm not going to execute this trade. I'll wait for the price to show some rejection from this zone. Main reason One of the main reason is there is a trend line formation. There may be a lot of liquidity above here. This is the reason why we are not going to execute this trade. If price shows some rejection from this area, then definitely we will enter the trade. Okay guys, if this price breaks below this candle, we are done for the day, because we are already up percent in this trade, and if I would have held this trade, we could have got 1:10 ratio. So, and I believe yes, this buy side liquidity will also be taken out, because this is almost a equal low. See, exactly, it has already taken out this buy side liquidity. So we could have got somewhere around 1:11. However, we don't know, it never happens all the time. As far as my backtesting data, the smart money zone always gets taken out. So the main reason and the logic behind trading is, guys, it's liquidity sweep, inducement of the day, and the only movement, the movement which we get is only because of the inducements. So just focus on inducement, not on strategies. Strategies are there to fall prey, so that retail traders can trade those strategies which are available in on the open source, and the institutions and smart money players can get much liquidity as they want. That's all for today, guys.